Hey everybody, it's Friday, week 5, day 5. Hyperextensions, snatch up to 95%, snatch pulls up to 95%, and back squats up to 2 sets of 2 at 85%. Felt decent going into today. No complaints, no issues. I have to work today, so days I have to lift before I go to work, I always feel a little bit hurried. Can't say whether or not that really affects me. I've hit good lifts on days like this, but it just is what it is anyway. I didn't add every set. I mean, a couple sets of this, and so 50%, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, and then 95%. I just couldn't hit the 95% today. 95% snatch, clean, and jerk. It's just hard for me. I mean, it's hard to just call upon it and do it. I did hit one at 90%. Supposed to hit, 2 singles. But I missed 90 a couple times, and you'll see in the video I get pissed at myself, so I throw on another kilo and end up hitting it. Again, hitting 95%, I mean, I'm old and I'm not a machine, so sometimes I just don't hit it, and it might be a little soon for me personally what I'm geared up for to start hitting 95%, but I mean, it'll come. I'm not terribly worried. Just watch a few of these snatches here. I don't know what that is, 70. I can't see if I got any change on there or not, but just there is no weight, just only moving well. And really the problem when I got to 90% and especially 95% is my pull just went to complete shit. You'll see that once I show a couple attempts at 95%. You can't, you don't make a lift off the floor, but you sure as hell can lose it. And when the pull gets weird, it's really hard to make it up in those higher percentages. That's why having the snatch pulls at 95% after was kind of good to try to dial in that pull. So here comes 90 kilos, 90%. And in comes my sort of sideways jump. You just start jumping on some plates or something like that. I know not at this percentage to try to avoid that. I'm sure it doesn't help. So there's a miss, and just sped it up. Put on the halves on either side, and hit that one, a little bit of rebend, but I'll take that for the day. And on goes 95 kilos, 95%. I could tell off the floor that pull was just garbage. Would have been blown away if I'd made it. I did a couple more cracks at it, but if it's not going to happen, it's probably not going to happen. I mean, that was just atrocious. So on to the pulls. I mean, pulls are just pulls. I noticed in my pulls, especially higher percentage, my ass was kind of shooting up a little bit. So at 95% especially, I tried to tone that down and have a better pull off the floor. It's just funny how your body works, how your mind works. I mean, there are days, competition days where 95 kilos just feels like, nothing. It feels like another weight. Today it just, it felt heavy because for my abilities, it is heavy. Snatch anyway, so just try to keep the bar close in the pull. Try to have timing good. That was the last one. And on to the squats. It's up to 2 sets at 85%, which for me is 155 kilos. Sets at 55, 65, 75, and then 85%. I think on the 85, I ended up wrapping my knees a little bit and putting a belt on. I got the first set of 2, and I got 1 rep at the second set. I don't know. Again, I'll blame it on cutting weight. I mean, you can't just really expect to lose close to 20 pounds and be the same kind of strong you were when you were 20 pounds heavier. So that's my excuse for the day. And going back and watching the miss at 85%, you'll see it was a lift I probably should have made, but I probably quit on it. I didn't finish. I didn't really push my knees forward and get my hips under the bar. It just kind of got to that sticking point and just kind of stopped there. But I kind of screwed up. I was supposed to do 2 sets at 135, and I did a set at 136, I should say. I did a set at 126, and it was like, oh, that was super easy. And then I realized that I misloaded the bar, which is why it felt so damn light. But yeah, this is the 136, and it's work, but get it done. First set of doubles at 155. It looked okay. And a little sticky, but that was fine. And for my last set, usually my last set's my best set, but lately it hasn't been. I don't know if I need to throw more squats in to get my head right or whatever, but the first one looked decent. The second one, like I said, I think I just quit on it. But there's next week. It's a process, finish the cut, start putting weight back on, start putting kilos in the bar again. So anyway, thanks a lot. See you next week. Thanks. Bye.